Welcome to this video on modes of transport, a comprehensive guide to how the world moves. We'll be exploring everything from air and rail to water, road, and even space transport. A mode of transport is a fundamentally different way of performing transport. Each mode has distinct infrastructure, vehicles, operations, and regulatory frameworks, accommodating both goods and passengers. Our first major section is air transport. From propeller planes to hypersonic jets, air travel represents humanity's conquest of the sky. Air transport involves any machine capable of atmospheric flight. It is one of the safest and fastest modes, categorized broadly into heavier than air, such as fixed-wing and rotary aircraft, and lighter than air vehicles like balloons. The types of air transport are varied, including commercial airplanes, helicopters, autogyros, and hot air balloons. They fulfill roles ranging from mass passenger travel to rescue and recreational use. Modern additions to air transport include drones for delivery and surveillance, eVTOL air taxis for urban mobility, and supersonic jets aiming for commercial flight beyond Mach 1. Next, we move to rail transport. Steel wheels on steel rails have been connecting cities and continents since 1825. Rail transport is energy efficient, moving passengers and freight along parallel steel rails. Key facts include the world's longest network in the USA and the Shanghai Maglev, reaching 431 kilometers per hour. Rail transport encompasses various types, such as high-speed rail like the TGV, magnetically levitated maglev systems, and extensive metro and subway networks serving hundreds of cities globally. Other rail types include conventional trains, cable cars for steep inclines, automated people movers, freight rail for bulk commodities, and the conceptual Hyperloop, which uses maglev pods in vacuum tubes. Now let's explore water transport. Oceans, rivers, and canals form the original global trade network. Water transport moves most of the world's trade by volume, making it the most cost-effective mode for bulk cargo. Future trends include autonomous ships and the use of LNG and hydrogen fuel cells. Water transport vessels include massive ocean liners and cruise ships, short-sea ferries, container ships, oil tankers, sailing yachts, and smaller speedboats for recreation and rescue. More specialized water transport includes hydrofoils that lift the hull for high speed, flat-bottom barges for rivers and canals, bulk carriers for iron ore and grain, and amphibious hovercraft. Finally, we examine road transport, the world's most used mode, with an estimated 1.5 billion vehicles on roads today. Road transport relies on wheeled vehicles and is essential for personal mobility and short-haul freight. The sector is evolving rapidly with the shift to electric and autonomous vehicles. Key road transport types include the private automobile, essential for personal mobility, as well as buses and electric trolleybuses for mass transit. Trucks and commercial vehicles handle the vast majority of freight in developed nations. Further road transport variations include vans for logistics and delivery, human-powered bicycles, and increasingly popular e-scooters for micromobility, and specialized autonomous and emergency vehicles. Next, we explore other transport modes. This includes infrastructure-based systems such as pipelines and cables, which often operate unseen but are crucial for the global economy. Pipeline transport is the safest and most energy-efficient mode for bulk fluids like oil and gas. They are increasingly used for CO2 capture and storage and future hydrogen distribution. Other transport methods include cable cars and ski lifts for aerial movement and elevators for vertical travel. Pneumatic capsule systems can move solid goods, while canals use waterways for transport. Finally, we travel to the ultimate frontier, space transport. The next generation of human mobility is defined by the journey from Earth to the Moon and Mars. Space transport moves people and cargo beyond our atmosphere. Companies like SpaceX have revolutionized the sector, leading to reusable rockets, dramatic cost reductions, and missions like the Artemis program to return to the Moon. Space vehicles include rockets for launch, crewed spacecraft, and orbital habitats like the International Space Station. Satellites and rovers facilitate communication and deep space exploration. Planetary transport vehicles, such as lunar and Mars rovers, allow mobility on extraterrestrial surfaces. Ingenuity, the helicopter on Mars, demonstrated the first powered flight on another planet. Thank you for joining this video exploration of the diverse and dynamic modes of transport that connect our world and reach beyond.